Hi, it's Angela, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. I am here with your weekly guidance for September 24th through to the 30th. I don't even know where this month went. And I know that I say this every week when I do the weekly forecast, but September is winning the trophy of 2023 of being the fastest month of the year. So I do have a few housekeeping items that I want to mention before we get started here on the weekly guidance. And if you are new here, make sure that you are hitting that follow button because I am here every Sunday to bring what you need to know over the next 7 days for a general forecast of energy. We do have so much happening, so much offerings are open right now through my website at angelamccullen.com or through my other social medias at Psychic Medium Angela McClellan. And so, just very quickly, I want to give you a little rundown of what you can expect. We do have some classes opening. We do have a class starting this week. I am so excited to be running Connecting with Your Spirit Guides. Now, this is a 6-week interactive class online where you learn everything that you need to know between what is spirit guides, what are angels, archangels, ascendant masters, how to talk to them, how to communicate with them, why you would even want to in the first place, everything that you need. So this is set up in a private Facebook group where the link will be sent out today for those who have already registered. And what you will notice is that on Wednesdays, we will have an information class where it is a quick um, a quick video with all the content that you need for that week. Gives you a couple of days to then apply it, kind of do a trial and error, and then you're able to meet back on Sunday live with me in our private, intimate Facebook group where we will recap, go over, answer all your questions, and share more experience and knowledge. This is my favorite class, favorite class to run because it is literally so magical. It is so magical. It has literally changed my mind when I learned about spirit guides and how to include them in my everyday life. It's literally changed my life. But it also is so magical watching it change everybody else's life. So it is my favorite class. If you want to sign up or more information, you can go over to my website, angelamccullen.com. All the class information is under the store tab where you can register. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at angela@angelamccullen.com or message me through my social media platforms. We also have 2 masterclasses coming up as well. We have Live Your Vision, which is a law of attraction masterclass. Masterclass meaning that it's everything that you need in one sitting. So these classes run about 2 to 2.5 hours, and it gives you everything that you need to know from a very base level of what is law of attraction, how to use it, why what we say and what we think matters so much, how we can use affirmations, vision boards, visuals, music, decor, everything to help support us living a more aligned life. Also through my website. And we also have the intro to beginners oracle cards, which is again everything that you need to learn from buying a deck of cards to using them for yourself or for others. And I think that that is a really important tool to have to be able to gain your own guidance. I know not everybody wants to do readings for other people, but listen, you take so much benefit from being able to communicate with your own divine team for yourself when you have to make decisions in everyday life. It is so beautiful and it's so powerful to have such a visual tool to use to help bring up any of that confidence or bring in that reassurance for yourself. Okay. So all of that is available on my website at angelamccullen.com underneath the store tab. Now, underneath the events tab is my upcoming events. I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia on October 13th. I'm in Moncton, New Brunswick on November 10th, and I'm in Sydney, Nova Scotia on November 30th. Tickets are available through my website, angelamccullen.com, under the event tabs. And don't forget, guys, I'm also excited. And I know we have the 12-month breakdowns. This is 2024 broken down by month in a recorded card reading for yourself. And you may say, Ange, why? It is September. Stop rushing us. But it's because I literally start doing them in October. I have to start doing them in October to be able to get the demand out and for you to have it before you start the new year. So there are 3 options. There's 3 groups of readings available on my website under the store tab where you can pick what month you want to receive your reading in. So there's an October group, a November group, and a December group. And what that means is that within that month, you will receive your reading, right? Some people like to buy them as Christmas presents, so they'll pick a December month. Some people love the October is almost gone, so the October group is very popular as well. But what it does is allows me the time to get it out to you, be able to record them. It is a high demand offering. I only offer this one time of year. And so this is open as well. You can go over to my website, angemccullen.com, underneath the store tab. All the directions and everything that you need to know is in that product description. So please read it thoroughly before you put your order in. All right, now getting back to business, we are here for the weekly guidance from September 24th to the 30th. And again, this is your general card read of what we need to know over the next 7 days. And we have 6 cards. This is a big one. This is we have been having shorter ones recently, but here we are. Now we do have coming in the first, we have the owl card. This is a very like inner wisdom card coming in, really wanting to check in with yourself. There's a lot of connection with yourself. It's almost like this outside static has been quieting down, right? And so things have been so crazy. Things have been just, survival mode, literally. We're moving into more of a peaceful energy, which is allowing us to kind of come down a little bit. You may find yourself really emotional. You may also find yourself extremely exhausted, especially over the next 3 weeks as we're kind of going through this adjustment period. Okay. But they're really wanting you to listen to or to give time or to carve out time for you to sit with yourself and to use your imagination and use your creativity and going, okay, well, what do I want? How do I want to proceed? How do I feel about this? And they're instead of just surviving the day, we are now moving back into a more intentional, purposeful life where we're having that energy supporting us to discover what is it that I want? How do I feel now? We have grown enormously this year because of all the struggles, because of all the obstacles that have come in, and it's so interesting because for some the obstacles are huge, but for many, and what I would say even the majority, it's been very subtle. And so you may not be able to pinpoint exactly what has happened and where the struggle is coming in, or why everything is so hard, or why we're just feeling so depleted. That does not take away from the experience that you're having, because there has been huge energy shifts. There has been huge ascension within the soul, within mass consciousness. And so we are really leveling up. Now that we're in a little bit of more of an ease, this would be a wonderful time for reflection, to look back and see how much you have grown, and how your priorities have changed. Because they just said, listen, what you wanted coming into 2023, if you did a beginning of the year, a new year reflection or new year intentions, it is now completely different. So being able to reflect on how you started this year, and then where you're at, and what you want is different, and how you feel about things are different, and your perspective is different, and your priorities are different. That's huge, right? That is not just because we don't have big, huge, tangible, material things to be like, oh, well, this happened and this happened, and right, doesn't mean that major shifts and major life changes hasn't happened. Okay. You're also going to find that as we are moving back into this energy, making decisions are going to be a lot easier. Things that you've been procrastinating or putting off are coming in. They're showing the wrapping up, and all of a sudden there was no momentum, and now there's momentum, right? And so there is this change of ease coming in with decisions. There may be a decision coming in this week that you've been putting off for months, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, got to do it. Here it is. It's because divine timing is aligning you with that. There's a lot of harmony coming in. There's a lot of willingness for your leadership coming in. There is this feeling of taking control of yourself, of your emotions, being intentional and compassionate with yourself. Also, kind of focusing on your mental wellness. You may be feeling like, oh, you know what? I need to cut down on my social media. I need to make some more, I need to get walking. I need to clean up my nutrition. I need to make a appointment with my therapist, because you're noticing that mental depletion and that emotional depletion. So there is this kind of taking control, taking the leadership role for yourself, creating what it is that you need in this love and support, especially to your wellness, focusing on your mental health. Okay. There's changes coming in. The 10 of wheel. Okay, so the wheel card coming in. This is a wrapping up of a season. The 10 means a completion, which is showing a new beginning coming in. That's coming in with change. There also seems to be multiple possibilities coming in. So you are going to need to take that time for yourself and to go, okay, what is it that I want? How is it that I need to proceed? And what's interesting about this is it's like last week or the week before, we would not have even thought of this. This wouldn't even have been on our radar, right? So again, reflection of what is happening with what that we cannot see, focusing on the energy shifts and the planet shifts and the retrogrades going direct and et cetera, right? There has been a lot happening. And so this is showing that all of a sudden things are lining up in ways that maybe we didn't anticipate or maybe we didn't foresee coming in. Nevertheless, they're coming in perfect divine timing. So there does seem to be a little bit of a fork in the road, which means that you need to change, or you have a choice that you can make. We can continue doing what we were doing, or you can do something different, something new, something in a new way that may be vulnerable and scary. And of course, you know what we're going to support. We're going to support the creative changes because they're bringing through a new beginning connected to yourself. This is connected to directly self, where it's your wants, your desires, your passions. They're wanting you to have the confidence to be able to move forward with it. Even if you have to fake the confidence to get yourself over the hump, you're going to be very happy that you did. Now, there's also a lightening of responsibilities. There's this feeling of burdens or responsibilities or extras taken off your plate. So especially the last 8 weeks have been very demanding energetically. It's been very demanding responsibility wise, duty wise, burden wise, that type of thing. So this is definitely coming in a really beautiful time where this is also lightning. Now, what I find when this happens is that we tend to get almost like addicted or attached to this struggle of like, gotta go, gotta go. Ooh, like, I'm a little soldier. I have to do this. I have to do it. I have to do it. And so when things start to lighten up, we don't know what to do. Right. And so what tends to happen if you don't have the awareness is that you will then create something stressful. You then will create something that makes you feel those feelings so you're not feeling the void. But it's really important that you understand that you did what needs to get done, and it's okay that there's time left over, and it's okay for you to rest, and it's okay for you to breathe, and it's okay for you to relax, because there's almost this feeling of guilt that's coming in with this, right? And so I know that there's often a belief around you have to be busy to being busy equals being successful. But rest is literally essential for our ability to be here, right? And so you have to heal that mindset of that rest is lazy, or that rest is less than, or that you aren't successful or important if you have downtime, or if you're going to prioritize downtime. That's literally it's to me, it's insane because we literally need rest to be here, to be in this experience. So we need to release any of these negative belief systems that are coming in around downtime or resting. Okay. There's also this feeling of coming together. So you may also find yourself, and to me, it almost feels conflicting, because it's like you want to connect and socialize, but we're also tired, right? And so there's this feeling of give yourself the rest, but also give yourself the connection if that is what you're looking for. Both can happen. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be, again, pounding ourselves into the ground, needing to have, some harmony coming in with the choices that you make, and that's what's going to allow you to enjoy the celebrations or the social engagements or the connections even more, because you're not going into that experience completely depleted, needing to make sure that you are filling up your cup, because even though we may be craving connection or we have prior social engagements that we have committed to, it still takes a lot of energy to be present in those moments. So having that time and having that sense of balance of, okay, I'm going to give myself some quiet time, or I'm going to give myself some rest time, because I want to have my best foot forward for this engagement, this socialization, etc. Okay. I feel like the biggest takeaway with this week's message is to give yourself downtime, give yourself time for relaxation, give yourself time for reflection. And as we're reflecting and maybe we are getting inspired and we're having these ideas coming in, it is not to be rushed into the next thing, because it does feel like we're in this energy where we're just kind of wanting to be at peace. We want to be complacent. We just want to do what's in front of us. We don't want to take on too much, is coming in until almost like 3/4 of October. And so everything is going to come in perfect divine timing. But for right now, there is definitely prioritizing ease and prioritizing peace and contentment. All right. All right. I'm going to leave that with you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for tomorrow's daily messages. And if you're wanting to check out any of my offerings, you can head over to my website at angelamcclellan.com. Have a great week, everyone.